Alright guys, welcome to this tutorial, and this time I wanna explain the differences between the puff stitch, bubble stitch and the popcorn stitch. It might be very confusing how to do those stitches, so I decided to break it through for you, and I hope that then you will have more clarity and the knowledge of the differences between those three stitches. So now let's start with the puff stitch. Alright guys, so now let's start with the puff stitch, and I already created my first row of single crochet. I have odd number of the stitches. It's only for the tutorial, so if you follow any specific pattern with the puff stitches, then follow that pattern, but for now I have my odd number stitches single crochet. If you don't know how to crochet single crochet, feel free to visit the link that it's in the description, where I explain the basic stitches, and basically it's called how to crochet for absolute crochet beginners. So now let's after you're done with your first row and you have odd number of the stitches, then at the end you do yarn over, pull up the loop. Basically you did just chain one, turn the project like a book page. This chain one is only a turning chain, so it does not count as a first stitch of the second row. Now let's make first, into the first stitch we're gonna make just a single crochet. So we're gonna make the border or the edge of this little rectangle like nicer. So just make your single crochet. And now let's do the puff stitch. So puff stitch is out of the half double crochet, and you can either have like a 3 half double crochet together, 4 half double crochet together, or even 5 half double crochet together. So then it depends what the pattern says, if you follow any specific one, but the idea is the same. It just depends how many times you insert the hook into the same stitch. So let's start it. So you do yarn over, insert the hook into the next stitch, yarn over, pull up the loop. So we did it for the first time, and we have 3 loops on our hook. Then yarn over, insert the hook again for the second time into the same stitch, yarn over, pull up the loop. You have 5 loops on your hook. Now for the third time again, yarn over, insert the hook into the same stitch, yarn over, pull up the loop. Now you have 7 loops on your hook, and we did it third time. So now some patterns already says, okay, so you will make the puff stitch out of the just the 3 times. Let's do it 5 times for just better look. Now let's do yarn over, insert the hook into the same stitch, yarn over, pull up the loop. This is for the 4th time, and you should have 9 loops on your hook. Yarn over, insert the hook into the same stitch, yarn over, pull up the loop, and this is our last time. We have 11 loops on our hook. Now you do yarn over, turn the tip of the head of your hook down, so then you can actually have space through here, so it will be better to pulling up the loop through the all 11 loops. Now also all the the puff stitch will be popping up on the other side, so that's also what you should keep on your mind. If you're gonna do any pattern, then it's on the other sides, the popping up the puff stitch. So now what you're gonna do, we're gonna do single crochet into the stitch, into the next stitch, and just insert the hook, yarn over, pull up the loop. You have 2 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull up the loop through 2. So this is our first puff stitch, and you can see how it looks. So now let's do a few more, so then we're gonna get the texture more clear. So now we did the single crochet here, so into the next one we again gonna make our puff stitch. So we do yarn over, insert the hook, yarn over, pull up the loop. This is the first time, and now let's do it 4 more times until we get 11 loops on our hook. And now once you're done, then you do yarn over and pull through all the 11 loops and single crochet into the next stitch. This way, just continue until the end of the row. I think that for this tutorial I made 15 stitches, but you can do whatever number you'd like just to practice the puff stitch. So now let's do another puff stitch again 5 times, and before we insert the hook we always have to do the yarn over. The once, second time, third time, fourth time, and this is the 5th time, last time. 11 loops, yarn over, pull through, and then single crochet into the next stitch. Alright guys, so this is the puff stitch. I made a few more rows. Also between the puff stitches there's actually one single crochet row, just about a single crochets, just because when I mention the puff stitch, it's popping up just on the other side. So if you would do it puff stitches like each row, then it would be like one puff stitch would be like popping up here, then on the other side. So this is just let you know, but if you would follow any like a pattern, then they would definitely let you know. This is more tutorial just about like how to actually make the puff stitch. So this is it, and now let's start with the bubble stitch. Alright guys, and now for the bubble stitch, I again created the same amount of the stitches like as for the puff stitch. So I have 15 single crochet stitches in the first row. So now let's at the end of the row just make chain 1, which is only a turning chain. It does not count as a first stitch of the next row. And again, first stitch gonna be our single crochet. So then we're gonna make it like just a nice edge. But of course, if you have specific pattern with the bubble stitches, then you follow the pattern, because it might look totally like different or you can have some certain shapes. I would say that with the any puff stitch, bubble stitch, or popcorn stitch, they're actually you can make a nice, let's say like a heart shape, you know, like it doesn't have to be like in a row, like only just out of the bubble stitches, puff stitches. So there are so many other patterns with this. Just for this tutorial, let's do it this way. And now so the puff stitch was out of the half double crochet. The bubble stitch is out of the double crochets. So basically it's the first step is almost the same. So we do yarn over, insert the hook into the next stitch, yarn over, pull up the loop. We have 3 loops on our hook. But for the double crochet, you have to make another 2 more steps to finish it. We will do just the half of the steps, so just 1 more. So we do yarn over, pull up the loop through the first 2 loops only. Now we have 2 loops on our hook. Now let's do it 4 more times. So again, the bubble stitch could be out of like a 3 double crochets together, 4 double crochets together, or 5 double crochets together. It definitely depends on the pattern. Let's do 5. So we're gonna have the same puffiness. So now let's again do yarn over, insert the hook into the same stitch, yarn over, pull up the loop. Now do yarn over, pull up the loop through the first 2 loops. So now we have 3 loops. And we should continue this way until we have 6 loops on our hook. So this was the second time. So now let's do it for the third time. So we do yarn over, insert the hook into the same stitch, yarn over, pull up the loop, yarn over, pull up the loop through the first 2 loops only. Now we have 4 loops. Now it's for two more times. So it's yarn over, insert the hook into the same stitch, yarn over, pull up the loop, yarn over, pull up the loop through the first 2 loops. So now we have 5. Now let's do it for the last time. So yarn over, insert the hook into the same stitch, yarn over, pull up the loop, yarn over, pull up the loop through the first 2 loops only. So now we have 6 loops on our hook. You do yarn over and pull through all 6 loops and make your single crochet into the next stitch. And again, it will pop up on the other side. So now when I turn, so now you can see the look of the bubble stitch. So now let's I'll show you a few more times. So now let's start into the next stitch, another bubble stitch. You do yarn over, insert the hook into the next stitch, yarn over, pull up the loop, yarn over, pull up the loop through the first 2 loops. We have 2 loops, so we should do these steps until we have the 6 loops on our hook. Yarn over, pull up, insert the hook for the second time, yarn over, pull up the loop, yarn over, pull up the loop through 2 loops. We have 3. Now let's do it for the third time. Now we have 4 loops. Now for the fourth time. Now we have 5 loops. And for the last time, yarn over, insert the hook into the same stitch, yarn over, pull up the loop, yarn over, pull up the loop through the first 2 loops. We have 6 loops on our hook, yarn over, pull through all the 6 loops, and now single crochet into the next stitch. So I'll show you another time, I'll show you one more time. And single crochet into the next stitch. So repeat it until the end of the row, so we can actually have a nice practice of the bubble stitch, and then I'll show you the whole row how it looks. Alright guys, so this is the bubble stitch. So again, I made a few more rows so you can see the texture more clearly. Again, between the bubble stitches rows, there's like a 1 single crochet row between, exactly like with the puff stitch. So now if I would show you, now you can see the difference of the texture. So now you can see that the bubble stitch, because it's out of the double crochet, you can see the line like between. The puff stitch is about a half double crochet, so you can see the lines more smoother. So this is the bubble stitch. So now let's start with the popcorn stitch. Alright, and for the popcorn stitch, I created the same base, so like before. So I have 15 single crochets in the first row. I already make my chain 1, which is only a turning chain. Now just turn the project. And again, our first stitch will be single crochet. And now let's start with the popcorn stitch. So basically, bubble stitch is out of the double crochets together. Popcorn stitch is also out of double crochet, but it's a little bit different. So you're gonna do into the next stitch 5 double crochets, but separately. We won't be like putting them together like in the bubble stitch. So I'll show you what I mean. So we do yarn over, insert the hook into the next stitch, yarn over, pull up the loop, yarn over, pull up the loop through the first 2 loops, yarn over, pull up the loop through the first 2 loops. So this is our first double crochet. So let's do 4 more into the same stitch. So we do yarn over, insert the hook, yarn over, pull up the loop. So this is our second double crochet. Now let's do the third one. Now fourth and the fifth. So now it looks like a fan, basically fan effect. So now what we're gonna do, we will pull up the loop a little bit more and take our hook off. Just make sure that you will not lose this loop, so it has to be there. And now let's count 5 stitches from the first one. So our first stitch is right here. So we do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And from the back, we will insert the hook into that first stitch, which is our first double crochet that we made into this stitch. Then we're gonna also put the loop on our hook back. Now you can tie it. So it's gonna be like a nice tension, and you will just pull through the stitch. And now we're just gonna make the single crochet into the next stitch. And now you can see how we created that popcorn stitch. So again, when I when I turn the project, now you can see how it looks. So you can see that it kind of looks like some popcorn. So now let's do it again. So now let's do the 5 double crochets into the next stitch. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now you will pull up the loop, take your hook off. Now we have to count, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So into the 5th one, we insert the hook from the back to the front, put our first loop back on the hook and pull through. And now into the next stitch is the single crochet. So I will turn it again for you, so now you can see how it looks. So let's just finish this row of the popcorn stitch just for also like make it a practice. So let me show you one more time. And the last time, take off your hook, count the 5, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Insert the hook there, put the loop back and pull through. And then into the next stitch is the single crochet. So let's repeat it until the end of the row, and once I am done, I'll show you the difference. Alright guys, and this is the popcorn stitch, how it looks when you have more rows. Again, exactly the same as the puff stitch, bubble stitch, also the popcorn stitch between, there's a one more row between, and this is how it looks. So now let me show you all of them, and you can see the differences. So here they are. So this is the puff stitch, bubble stitch, popcorn stitch. I hope that you enjoyed this tutorial, and now you know what's the difference between those stitches. So now you know for your next projects, they're amazing for, let's say, making shapes like circles or heart shapes, and yeah, whatever you will find a pattern, or if you're gonna make one out of these. So this is it. If you have any concerns or questions, just feel free to leave a comment, or any feedback, shares, likes. I appreciate everything. It means a lot to me. So thank you so much for watching, and happy Thursday.